Nya nya nya, it's the Cat Mario Show! Meow! Welcome back for yet another jam-packed episode of the Cat Mario Show.
Every episode we stop at nothing to bring you the hottest news, tips and tricks for your favourite games.
Let's get right into it then. Super Smash Brothers Secrets! Today we're going to focus on that little green guy, Luigi.
He's a bit of a scaredy cat, but Luigi is still totally a hero.
It's not truly brave if you're not scared after all.
So true. Luigi is quite a tricky fighter who specialises in aerial attacks that make use of his impressive jumping skills.
He certainly has some unique moves, but don't be fooled, he's a strong guy.
It's not what something looks like that matters, it's how effective it is.
And check out that taunt. He's so laid back, sometimes impressive.
First, let's look at his down special move, Luigi's Cyclone.
He spins around and catches opponents with a flurry of fists before launching them into the air. While he's spinning, you can still move him. Try and catch out any opponents nearby.
Whirling around like that and launching his opponents away, he really does look like a spinning green cyclone.
Next up is Green Missile.
Charge Luigi up and then launch him like a missile. I wonder what kind of rocket fuel he's using.
You can unleash this move without charging. But once charged up, its range and power are greatly improved.
Don't charge up too much though, or he'll get worn out.
He looks ever so tired.
With this move, sometimes he'll really hit hard.
But on rare occasions, he might get stuck in walls too, so be careful.
Use this move wisely. Nobody wants to get stuck in the wall.
Finally, there's the Super Jump Punch, a giant uppercut that you can also use as a recovery move. Land this on an enemy and it'll only do 1% damage, which doesn't sound very good at first.
But if you unleash it when you're right next to an opponent, off they fly!
It's great for trying to get people off the stage.
Sure you can! Just kidding.
We hope we've helped you see how effective a challenger Luigi can be.
That's all on Super Smash Brothers for today.
Cat Mario Quiz! Halloween is just around the corner, and our good friend Luigi knows a thing or two about ghastly ghouls.
In Luigi's Mansion 2 on Nintendo 3DS, Luigi takes on spooks aplenty. Let's have a Halloween quiz to see how much you know about his adventure.
In Luigi's Mansion 2, the Great Green One uses the Poltergust 5000 to vacuum up scores of spectres and clean out multiple mansions.
The first question is, who invented the Poltergust 5000?
Is it 1. Professor DJ, 2. Professor Egad, 3. Professor You Kidding, 4. Professor Be Brave.
And the answer is
2. Professor Egad.
He's a genius when it comes to ghost-grabbing inventions. The E stands for Elvin.
He has also created other clever things that Luigi can add to the Poltergust 5000. This thing, for example, helps Luigi to slow down ghosts when they're zipping about. But what's this item called?
Is it the 1. Slow bulb, 2. Flow bulb, 3. Strobe bulb, or 4. Throw bulb? And the answer is
3. The straw bulb. Luigi can use a quick flash of light to stun ghosts, stopping them in their tracks. They're easier to vacuum up that way.
Even though most of the ghosts are very naughty indeed, Polterpup is a haunted little hound who can be a great help to Luigi.
Oh, puppy! Polterpup can be a bit cheeky, but if you give him something special, he'll help you. What is this special item? Is it a 1. Doggy snack, 2. Golden bone, 3. chew toy. 4. Flying disc.
And the answer is
2. A golden bone. If you find a golden bone in a mansion and then lose all of your health, Polterpulp will appear and revive you.
sometimes a friendly ghost is all you need.
Exactly. Well, let's leave the ghosts be and move on to the next section. Pokemon training!
Cat Mario, is the fur on the back of your neck standing up too?
Since we're so close to Halloween, I think some ghost-type Pokemon might be out and about. Well, that makes them the perfect subject for our training today.
Let's do it!
To begin with, let's talk about how effective ghost-type Pokemon are against other Pokemon types.
Let's start with defense. There are 2 types of Pokemon that can't even land a hit on ghost-type Pokemon. Can you guess which ones that might be?
Remember, there are 18 different types of Pokemon that have been discovered so far. Shall we go over all of them?
Yeah, so there's
Normal,
fire,
fighting,
water,
flying,
grass,
poison,
electric,
ground,
psychic,
rock,
ice,
bug,
dragon,
ghost,
dark,
steel.
and fairy. Or at least they're the 18 types that are known so far.
Cat Peach, after all those types, what was the question again?
There are 2 types of Pokemon that can't land a hit on ghost-type Pokemon. But which 2 types is it?
If you think about it, it makes sense that ghost-type Pokemon are immune to normal-type attacks and fighting-type attacks.
That's right! Those punchy Pokemon moves can't hit any ghost-type Pokemon. Maybe the move goes right through them.
A team of these can be a real fright to go up against. Get it? Anyway, there's something else you need to learn about ghost-type Pokemon before you start preparing your team. There's a certain type of Pokemon that can't be hit by any ghost-type moves. Can you guess what it is?
I know! It's normal type! Normal type moves can't hit a ghost-type Pokemon. And ghost-type moves can't hit a normal-type Pokemon.
So, if a team of ghost-type Pokemon went up against a team of normal-type Pokemon, it could be a total standoff.
But before everyone at home starts catching some ghouly ghost Pokemon, there's one more thing to tell them. You ready at home?
They're ready! Here goes! Ghost-type moves are super effective against 2 other Pokemon types. One of these Pokemon types is Psychic. Can you guess the other?
Think outside the super spooky box for this one. Or maybe inside it.
Ghost-type moves are really good against ghost-type Pokemon.
They really are a unique and spooky bunch of Pokemon, those ghost types.
And they're cool too. Well, that's all for Pokemon training today. Super Feline Fashion Review! After all that spooky stuff, it's time for something lovely and light.
This time we'll be checking out the fabulous interiors from Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer.
I've made some houses based on the requests of my animal friends.
And as the resident home decor expert, I'm going to help you make them even more awesome. We can do it!
Thanks for helping. I really value your advice, Cat Peach.
Right, first request, a publishing house.
I figure it's a publisher, right? So it should be overflowing with books. I even got some tea ready for meetings.
Well, the tea is a nice touch, but overall it's just a little bit too cluttered. You'd probably lose a manuscript in there. Right now, 1 star. If you want to make the book stand out, you have to make the rest simple. I'd say, do it like this.
Wow! It looks a little cluttered at first, but the carefully planned layout transforms the room. Now it really feels like a publisher with a deep love of books.
I've gone for a calming dark-coloured floor and a subdued pattern for the wallpaper to make it very professional. Instead of placing smaller objects on the floor, I place them on cardboard boxes and tables to tidy them up.
Separating the reception area with a partition like that was a really nice touch.
I also changed the light fixtures and waste bins to be the same colour, keeping the colour simple and gives the room a nice coordinated feel.
Wow! What a master! I am amazed at all the details you put in.
Let's go to the next request. A contemplative train trip.
This was quite a tricky request, but when it comes to travelling, it's just got to be a train, right? A trip on a train in search of yourself.
Oh, Cat Mario, you were so close with this one. The idea was good, but it's not a very exciting train. 2 stars. It just needs a few tweaks to work, though. Don't forget that it's supposed to be a home as well.
Wow! Whoa! It was a totally plain old train before, but now it looks like the inside of a fancy modern train.
Well, since we can make the place however we like, we might as well make a train we'd like to travel in and fill it with fun things. Even though it looks like a train, a home is still a home. So by the beds, we now have clothes, shoes, and a bag to bring out the feeling that someone's living there. I used different rugs for the seating and bedding areas to make them feel different.
That makes each of the different areas stand out. Even though it's just one room, it feels like there are a lot of different spaces here. I'm really impressed at how you remodeled the plant partitions with a wood grain effect.
We can turn the seats around like this to face each other and then add in a little table. Hey presto! You've got yourself a little box seat.
In my version, there was a bit too much open space, but now it feels just perfect. It's so cool that you thought about all the little details.
This room actually joins onto another. As we went with a train theme, I thought we should add a dining cart too.
Oh man, I'm hungry now.
Well, that's the perfect time to stop and have dinner then.
Ace! I have to say, I'm really impressed.
It's easy to make beautiful living spaces just by putting a little bit of thought in.
It's been a really exciting episode. We hope you all enjoyed learning a few new things today. I know I did. Until next time,